Hello and welcome back to the Attune Tribe. I'm Maxine, and today we're going to be doing a group Reiki Attunement session. We're doing a chakra series right now on the channel, and we're starting with the root. If you haven't checked out Andrea's biofield tuning session specifically for the root, I would suggest doing that now, as they do complement each other, and we're going to be doing one of each throughout the 7 main chakras. So we won't go too much into Reiki. We did an intro video explaining biofield tuning and Reiki, so you can check that out. We'll link to it. We went kind of in depth, so I will just give a brief overview that Reiki is an energetic practice that knows no times, no distance, no bounds. It originated in Japan so I am trained in the Usui lineage that originated in Japan, and I also took a year-long course to do my master path here locally with the Wisdom School, and so I am trained also in Kali Ki Reiki, which is very much divine love force energy, which again, that's what Reiki is universal life force. So no matter when you're finding this, right now we're just going through the solstice portal of the summer, and we just had the new moon today in Cancer season. So there may be elements of that naturally pour through the session, but whenever you find this, trust it's the right timing for you, and your root chakra may need a tune-up. So let's get real about the root chakra. Is also called the Muladhara. So there are many chakras, but there are 7 main energetic ones in the body, and this is the first one. It's located in the base of our spine. It's the root for a reason. It's how we ground. It's our foundation. It's how we feel belonging and safety and love and stability and connected to our world. And so if that is out of balance, when it's out of balance, you will feel the opposite of those things. Probably very anxious, having a lot of fear, having worries about money and safety, and just generally feeling spacey, not grounded. And so with everything going on in our world, collectively and individually, it's not uncommon to feel disconnected, stuck, like the energy here needs to move. So that's what we're going to be starting with. I suggest, if you can, lie down, have a comfortable place. I'll be doing the video on a table outside, but again, you can have your eyes closed. You don't have to watch me. You can listen to the words and, of course, receive the energy that will be coming through the video and the transmission that way. Most of my clients liken it to a soul massage. They feel really, really relaxed afterwards. And that's the point of this, is to imagine releasing the energy, like we talked about, the stuck feeling, the unsafety, the ungroundedness, especially for this root. And imagine that like going, out of you, and then pouring in the light, the love, the security, the safety, the belonging coming through you. With Reiki, we always do the whole energetic system. So you'll still be getting a full clearing when I do this. But we'll specifically be spending a lot of time in the root. So again, around your hip area and sexual area, that's going to be where a lot of this is going to be focused on. It's very primal. Like I said, it's connected to how we survive, how we move around. Other ways to ground outside of doing these sessions is to do affirming, touching the body, because we don't want to bypass, right? That's why we can talk, go to talk therapy, do different things. But if we're not grounding it back in and honoring our body, our energetic systems, to me, there's a piece missing. And so when you are giving yourself affirmations, let's just start with, I am safe. That's a basic root chakra affirmation. You want to hold your body somewhere, maybe your heart, maybe even your root. So putting your hand down there and just closing your eyes and taking a couple of breaths. Let's just do it now to practice, since we'll be leading right into the session after this. So in through the nose. I like to do out through the mouth to get that big sigh release. A couple of those. And then when you're really feeling connected, you can say, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. You can pick a phrase that resonates with you better, because your body knows what it needs to hear. And we are made up primarily of water. And so everything we're hearing and taking in, like, our body is absorbing. So we want to feed it these positive, these grounding, these nourishing practices. And that's why you're here. That's what the Attune Tribe is for, is to give you some energetic nourishing through biofield tuning, which again is our frequency, is sound, is our field. And Reiki, again, is the universal life force that also flows through these things. So again, we're so excited you're here. Feel free to pop in the comments where you're coming from, how you're feeling, how you felt, or take some time now to see how I feel before this session and maybe how you felt afterwards. And feel free to share your experience down below. We're loving connecting with everyone. And we'll have links to our Instagram page where you can find more about us, and our personal links to Andrea's practice and my practice, where you can work with us one-on-one. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's get to the Reiki. Welcome back. I'm so glad you've stuck around for now the Reiki portion of the root chakra healing. So just taking a deep breath in, some grass here around in nature. We are, again, like I mentioned, on the summer solstice portal. It's close to 8 p.m. and it's still beautifully bright outside, so I wanted to take advantage of that. Most of my sessions will hopefully be outdoors, just to take in all the beautiful energy. If you hear birds or if you hear sounds in the background, just remember to keep breathing and coming back to yourself. Again, deep breath in. Settling in now. So this session is specifically here to attune your root chakra, grounding you into this body, into this timeline, into this current space. I invite you to find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Let yourself be supported. Let your spine be held. Or if you want to sit, plant your feet into the ground. Just make sure you're in a position to receive. And again, release. That's the point of Reiki, so deep breath in. I'm going to go over to the table. During my one-on-one sessions, I don't talk generally too much during a session. I'll let things come up here and there if they do. But overall, Reiki is universal life force energy. It flows through me, to you, through everything around us. There's no distance, no bound, no time that's stopping you from receiving this energy session right now. So let's just start with a shared intention on my heart to feel safe enough to be here, to root into trust and presence and stability, and to gently release the fear and reconnect us to the earth and to the great beyond that holds us all. So I'll walk over to the table now. Again, I may not be talking much. I want you to close your eyes if you haven't. If you can, if you're driving, just let the energy come through. It will work either way. And the breath is, again, I like to do in through the nose and a big through the mouth. In my specific Reiki lineage, we do a 4-part breath, imagining the breath coming from your crown all the way down to your feet with one breath. Another breath is out through the feet into the root of the earth. Again, the root, clearing, alchemizing, letting it release. And then the third breath is bringing it back up through the feet, through the earth, all the way up to the crown. And the fourth is letting it shower down around us. So keep doing those 4-part breaths. Again, I'm going to walk over to the table now and start the session. And here we go. So keep bringing awareness to the base of your spine. Again, Reiki, we do the whole energetic system. It never usually is just on one part, though. When a client has a specific ailment or part of their body they're needing work on, we can focus more on there. So that's what we will be doing with this Reiki root chakra series. So again, I'm just going to kind of walk around the table, setting the energy, setting the space, grounding us in. Hopefully you can hear the beautiful birds and just be right present here, receiving everything that's coming through. And again, letting everything go that you no longer need. Start at the crown, the heart here, and I have my phone here kind of to keep time. starting at the crown, you can start to maybe feel the energy going all the way from the top. Again, doing that breath all the way through your whole system down to your toes again. Releasing through the feet, releasing through the tailbone into the earth. And when you're ready, bringing it back up, all the way back to the top. And the next breath, showering that clean, refreshed, refined energy everywhere it needs to go. Continue to take breaths as I just walk around the table. It will be the proxy for you. And remember, you are grounded. You are supported. You are allowed to take up space. Moving now down to the throat. Again, I'm using this crystal heart here to clear. All these chakras are tied together, of course, right? So thinking how your crown, your throat, your heart, your soul, your sacral, all tied to the root. And what in your throat and your voice can you lend to the feeling of security, of groundedness, of safety? We did I am safe in our intro video. Maybe I am grounded. I'm loved. I'm supported. Feel into your throat right now and release messages that don't aid in the grounding and the security of your root. Ask those voices to be replaced with these positive I am affirmations. Again, noticing these subtle sensations. Sometimes you won't feel anything right away. Just know the energy is going and flowing where it needs to go. Even if it's subtly, it's happening on many levels. Okay, from the throat, we'll now go to the heart chakra. Ooh, big wind picking up. In my work, I do a lot of heart chakra work. So much originates and starts through the heart. So now coming back to that centeredness. Putting your hand on your chest if you want to. If not, just really tuning into the heart chakra right now. What messages does it have for you? Perhaps it's happy that you're just sitting with it quietly for a little while and letting it feel. Acknowledging again the imbalances, that it's here to release. specifically tied to the root. Letting that all integrate and go now. Deep breath in and out. Heart chakra can be associated with a green color. So I just turned around and looked at this green garden, all the green trees, the greenery that surrounds us. I'm thinking of the heart as also that living, breathing tree, plant, forest within you. So then we'll come down from the heart now to the solar plexus. So this is kind of like the top area of your stomach here. We hold a lot of our organs and our digestive. They say our gut is our second brain. So what does your gut have to say to you right now? Solar plexus, also the solar solstice, the sun, the lightest days of the year. Just heard wanting to bring in more light. So let's breathe that in. Shining on the places that need to be illuminated through the whole energetic body system, chakra system. I'm raking it all through. Again, from the crown, the head, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar, moving our way down the energetic body. Again, one of the beautiful things about Reiki is you don't have to do anything. You just have to be open to receiving this energetic attunement and allowing it to do its work. Trusting. Again, something that the root needs a lot of to feel secure. Bringing that trust in now through your solar, through your gut. I trust my gut. Trust my life. A lot of energy flowing right now. I can feel in my own solar. Again, connecting it all the way through as we do in Reiki. Moving it all the way through. I'm using the incense also to do specific symbols of the different lineages I've mentioned for the Asui and the Kaliki. One of my favorite symbols is the Anatahata, which is soul line, kind of with a crescent moon that spins around, kind of our heart and our solar. So I'm using that symbol now, kind of doing a tortle spinning around your heart, around your soul, around your whole body, getting that energy moving. Now connecting us to the second lower chakras, right? Continue to breathe naturally. Should not be too much effort. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Always coming back to that part. It's helpful. Reminding the mind there's nowhere else to be except right here, right now. And that you found this at the right time in the right space, exactly when you needed it. All right, now we're getting to the sacral chakra, which is very much linked to our creation, houses our sexual areas, and the creative force that we all get to wield here on this earth. Clearing that. Again, pulling anything out that doesn't serve and raking it out into the earth. We make sure anything goes down, 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 not just flinging the energy or intentionally pulling it out and placing it down in order for it to alchemize. And with the garden behind me, this discarded energy can turn into compost and then grow, be put back into the system. It's healthy energy, it's healthy food, it's fuel. This to me is a regular practice, I do Reiki on myself every day in some way, shape, or form, mixed with meditation. Again, breathing into the sacral chakra. Deep breaths to get all the way down to this part of your body in the lower halves. Imagine them spinning. As they're getting more active and more clear, they have more energy and room to function and do their job. A lot of the energy work we do on this channel and in general is about getting density, getting karma, getting trauma, getting patterns out of the body, out of the energetic field, also that expands past the body. So biofield tuning and Reiki are beautiful practices for this, and hopefully, we're a good few minutes into our session. You're starting to feel really deeply relaxed. You're trusting your own intuitive messages from your body and from your guides, from your soul, from beyond this just realm. And so now I'm coming to the end of the table here. At the bottom, the root chakra that we're focusing on here. And I'm pulling the energy down from all the way to the top, down to your root, through all the other chakras we just activated. Feeling that now, if you can, all the way down here. Combing through and reminding that the root is our base, is our primal anchoring into this space, time, body, family, purpose, job. Can be the densest, often in the chakra system. Really, really focusing on moving the energy and meeting what's here. Just with your awareness, not with your mind. I'm going to spend some time here not talking, just really focusing on the symbols that are going to come up and transmitting them to you so we can continue to attune to your highest and best healing timeline. Notice any messages that are coming up as we're clearing. For me, one just came up that, did you press record on the camera? Fear messages, right? I'm doing something wrong. I'm not okay. I'm messing up. Just pay attention how they subtly, like for me, are popping up. They're popping up in your mind. Just thank them and say we're safe. Say the video is recording. We've got this. We're held. But through this entire session, pay attention as we're releasing what comes up to be acknowledged. Sit with it tenderly because it's got a message. And then let it go. And then let it go. Again, brushing you off, pulling it out. If this was an in-person one-on-one, I would be at your feet now, kind of pulling the energy all the way down and through. So imagining that right now. As we started above your head and your crown, now we're pulling it all the way out to the feet. Okay, now we should have a good flow going. I'll go through again from the top. I want you to take a moment right now before we go back down one more time through to thank yourself for showing up today, for taking the time to watch this video through its entirety and give yourself time and space to heal, to release, to call in, to support yourself with presence, body, mind, and soul. And even though you didn't have to do anything but receive, sometimes that can be the hardest thing for us to do. And yet you're here receiving right here, right now, everything that you need. Keeping your eyes closed, we do a couple more complete cycles through the whole chakra system. Again, remembering what we started while you clicked here to begin with, which is the root, and some affirmations that we tried where I am safe, I am supported, I am in divine alignment, I am seen, I am appreciated in my environment, it is safe to be me. All these root fears, not being enough, not having enough, being abandoned, being hurt. Let's release them again now. One big breath in. And through the whole body. Here we go. Another big breath in. Holding the heart again and all the way through. One more time. The crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar, the sacral, and the root. Now I've had a beautiful Reiki Attunement. So I'd invite you to start to wiggle your toes, open your eyes, start to get oriented to where you are. If you fell asleep, that's okay too. Continue to rest. The Reiki continues to do its work even when the session is over. So that means take extra time to be still and gentle with yourself. Drink lots of water. Journal. Just be aware. Just be aware. And again, if you feel called to, share in the comments how you feel now versus when you first clicked on this video. If it was helpful and supportive to you, please come back. Please subscribe so you know when we're posting new videos. We're planning on doing one a month right now for the different chakras. So a biofield tuning from Andrea, a Reiki attunement from myself, and then we will both do a combined inner child meditation, guided meditation that will integrate even more in the chakra we are working with. Again, this month will be the root. So, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you got so much healing and everything you needed from it. Do one more breath in together. We'll see you on the next one.